Namik, first of all, a warm welcome to GlitzVisionUSA. And thank you so much for doing this interview. So first thing first, how are you? I mean, it's been a lot of time. I think you're not in Mumbai also. So how are you doing and how's everything with you?
First of all, thanks for having me. Great talking to you after a very, very long time, I think this time. Hope you guys are staying well. Yeah, I'm in Dehradun right now. I've been here since the lockdown began. And things are good. We got the corona, I think it's been a month and a half since me and my family got it. But now I think we're all well recovered, thankfully. Touch wood.
Right. Okay, and Namik, how since a lot of families have also been affected by the same virus, how was the journey of that healing process? I mean, was it difficult? And if it was, what was that one thing which really helped you to make that journey easier of recovering from COVID?
It's been, I think at that time, it was so horrible because it was just like bad news didn't stop. It was non-stop. From people who were very close to you, from people, their friends, on the news, everywhere. It was just really bad news. So I think mentally it was very hard. And there was this constant fear that you were going to get it. And then we all did kind of get it within 1 week. And I was still okay. My parents' CT value was quite low. So both of them had pretty strong symptoms. So I was more worried about them. It was more getting them through it. And I think once you're past it, it's the other big thing about this virus was that everybody you talk to has a different take on it. Somebody will tell you that, oh, be careful for the first 7 days. Somebody will tell you be careful for the next 7 days because that's the most dangerous period. So you're never really sure about what you're supposed to do. Sometimes hydrochloroquine works. Sometimes it doesn't work. Remdesivir works. Next week it doesn't work. The constant lack of information or the constant inflow of advice and well-meaning advice. Obviously, people meant well. Doctors mean well. But it almost felt like every doctor you talk to has a different take on it. So that made things a bit confusing. But at the same time, just grateful and thankful that we came through it. And we are on the road to recovery now.
Right. Which is, I'm so great. It's so great to hear that. And talking about the same situation, there are a lot of actors who have consciously decided not to work because of the ongoing virus. So when it comes to you, I mean, yes, you made a appearance. The last show was Kasauti. So when it comes to you, and anyway, his fans will always miss the celebrity, even if they are not on television for 6 months. So when it comes to you, I mean, are you waiting for a right project, or is there a decision to let things settle down when it comes to this pandemic, and then maybe you will resume the work?
No, because in the middle things were, at least we were told they were absolutely fine or they were improving. So it doesn't have so much to do with the pandemic. I think I did decide once I was done with Kasauti that I'm going to wait for the right kind of thing. And see, in TV, all you choose is how a thing starts. The initial setup, the initial character brief that you get. Is it stuck? It's working.
No,
so, yeah. So that's all you can kind of choose. And then it takes every show has its own destiny. It has its own kind of journey that it has to take. So I am kind of waiting on that. There have obviously been auditions and talks and everything. But I don't see the point in kind of putting, like, I'm not going to come on social media and be like, oh, today I gave an audition, or today I had this meeting. So, things are happening. It sounds very desperate to me to kind of do that. Maybe the lack of that makes people think that nothing is happening, which is okay. It is what it is. But I think it has been a kind of conscious decision to kind of work on myself, one of the main things. And then at the same time, kind of wait for something that I would be excited to do.
Right. But now, is this waiting period, to wait for the right kind of project, is it difficult for an actor, or you think it depends on person to person and their preference?
It's absolutely difficult. I mean, it's a living also.
Yeah.
What we do, it's the living. So not making money, not like people are telling you that, dude, we'll pay you if you come work for us, and then you say no. Not because there's anything wrong with that project or something. It just doesn't, it's not what I was looking forward to. it is obviously every time you doubt yourself, like, have I taken the right decision? Maybe I should have done it. At least I would have been making money in a pandemic, which is still like, it's a good thing to do because a lot of people are going through unemployment. So it is always difficult. You're always doubting that decision. But at the end of the day, if I've decided and I am working on myself and I feel that what I should be doing is not it, like what has come along is not what I want to do, then I kind of have to go with my gut, I think.
Right. And if I may ask, what is that one thing, or what is that one character which you would now really like to do, or any project which you would really like to pick up now? What would be that?
There's no one thing. I obviously don't want to repeat what I've done before. There's no one such thing. It's just, when you hear it, you know it. Also, a couple of things. Sometimes what's happened is that there have been meetings where both me and the person have had an interest in doing something, and then because of the pandemic, I've never heard of it again. Like, there are meetings and then suddenly it kind of falls off, and that is happening apparently quite a lot. So there's no one such thing. It's just I want to do something where what I am doing, what I am feeling, what I'm trying to portray has an impact on the story. No, to take nothing away from what I've done before, from the supernatural and the VFX shows. But at the end of the day, you can put every part of yourself into it, or you can kind of just say the lines. The story is going to be what the story is going to be. The ghost is going to come. You have to react. Somebody's going to get kidnapped. You have to run around. There's a lot more action. There's a lot more physical stuff into it. And I'm not putting it down. It's work. It was good. Like, I enjoyed doing it while I did it. But at the same time, what I want to do going forward is that if I put myself into it, it affects the story somehow, is kind of my only big thing.
Right. Okay, Namik, fair enough. So on this note, anything which you want to say to your fans, to the people, anything which you want to say?
Thank you guys for watching, and I hope all of you are doing well. Please stay safe. I know things are going to open up. We're all very, very sick of sitting at home, but that is exactly what we did last year, and we're back here. So we don't want to be here next year. So please be careful, wear your mask, socially distance. Even if everybody tells you it's fine, don't believe them. Just stay safe, because we have to help each other out at this point. That is the only way we're going to get through this. Get vaccinated. It's very, very important. And yes, that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Namik, for the wonderful interview. Please stay safe, take care, and come back with a brilliant script, which you would really, really like to do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and you stay safe. You stay safe too.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Hi guys, my name is Namik and you're watching me on GlitzVisionUSA.